Hi, I'm Scott Tibbs from Roland, and I'm here at Kraft Music to show you the INTEGRA-7, amazing new sound module from Roland. And for some great deals, check out the bundles at Kraft Music. Okay, let's take a second and let me show you how this is all connected. I have one single USB cable going out of the back of the A-49 controller going into the front of the INTEGRA-7, and that's what powers the A-49 controller. I also have a MIDI cable going out of the back of here into the back of the INTEGRA, so I can do all the control functions. And I also have this iPad connected via the Macintosh camera kit. Now there's another option. Instead of using the camera kit, we have a wireless component called the WNA1100 wireless USB adapter, and that's going to be perfect. So you can have this anywhere in your system, in your working environment. That's going to work perfectly. So there's no USB connectivity needed. First, let's talk about the sounds with the INTEGRA. Now, the INTEGRA has nearly 6,000 sounds, amazing acoustic sounds and amazing synthesizer sounds. Now, we have this SuperNATURAL technology, and it models the behavior of these instruments. So if you're playing a violin, you're playing a trumpet, you're playing other brass instruments, you're playing percussion, it's going to take on those characteristics of that instrument, and you don't need to change the way you play. You could just simply play like a keyboard player, and all of these articulation, all these little emulations of these natural instruments are automatically going to take place. One of the main things is guitar. It's really hard for a keyboard player to play guitar strums and guitar phrases, but with the SuperNATURAL behavior, you can do it really, really easy. The SuperNATURAL sound engine is incredibly powerful. It gives us the ability to emulate amazing acoustic instruments and also incredible sounding synthesizer sounds. Now with the acoustic instruments, we're modeling the behavior, what happens between the notes. This is the special subtleties that differentiate between decent acoustic sounds and superb acoustic sounds. Now we also have SuperNATURAL drum kits. Now what makes this special is that we have the ability to adjust certain parameters that really make the mix of your drums great. Like for instance, we have overhead mics that we can adjust. We can adjust tuning of each instrument. We can adjust the decays. Let me show you a little bit about the overheads. So if I have this snare sound in this tight kit, very cool, right? Now let's go into the edit mode and let's adjust the ambience level. So this is no room noise. Now we got a lot of room there. Okay, now let's go and check out some of the tunings of these instruments. I'm gonna go back to take some of the room ambience down a little bit, and let's go in and let me just show you the realistic tunings that I have that I can do with the individual drums. So it's incredibly realistic. Now, let's go and fool with the decay a little bit. Now, if you hear the sound, there's still a little bit of, it's kind of just natural noise that the drum makes. Now I'm going to take the decay way off. Now that snare drum is incredibly tight. Now I can also add some reverb to that part that's going to make it absolutely amazing. So let's go over here to the reverb. Now I got a tight snare and a little bit of reverb. Very, very cool. Supernatural drum kits are awesome. Now when you want to have that great drum sound, you maybe want to get some separation. Send different instruments throughout the individual outs. There's 8 independent outputs, 2 XLRs, 8 1/4-inch. There's also a digital out, there's a USB, and of course MIDI in, out, and through. Now each output pair has its own separate compression and EQ settings, so you can dial these in however you want. It's really, really amazing to get that incredible sound. Also, the sound quality is $24.96, so that's super pro quality sound. Now with the SuperNatural synth engine, amazing, amazing capability. First of all, we have amazing flexibility over all of the sound, all of the partials of the sound, everything that you can imagine you have control over. And of course, you can control them here with inside the Integra, or you can use the iPad editor that makes it very, very useful. Now remember, there's almost 6,000 sounds here, so there's just a ton of synthesizer sounds. Now with nearly 6,000 sounds, we essentially have Roland's history all in this box. Now with, along with the preset sounds that come with it, it also comes with all of the expansion boards that Roland has ever had, plus 6 brand new ones. So very, very cool. We have loops, we have orchestral sounds, we have synthesizer sounds, we have ethnic sounds, everything you can imagine, everything that's made Roland so famous over the years is all here. And you can load these in seconds. It's great. Okay, now of course the sound quality is absolutely incredible with the INTEGRA-7. The number of sounds is amazing. All of the functionality is super, super useful for the pro, for the amateur, for the live player, for the studio person. Anybody can use this. It's a one-stop shop. But one of the really, really great things is its control functions, that how it works with the iPad. So let's take a look. So I have the iPad connected to the Integra. And let's just give you a quick little run through to show you how it's connected. Okay, it sees the Integra. Now let's go over here and let's read the information that's in the Integra. So if I just hit read, Okay, now it's brought all the information from there into the iPad so I can move this around. Now, this screen is motional surround, and what this allows us to do is to mix all of the parts. This has 16 parts, so I can move these not only right and left, but forward and backward. So I have the sound, and you can hear it moving throughout the stereo field. Again, not just right and left, but forward and backward. Now also, I have, remember, 16 parts, so I can make my mixes absolutely sound incredible just by moving the parts around. Now, when you go to bounce this in your DAW, it's going to work exactly like an exciter, like an oral exciter. So you're going to be able to hear this mix perfect. Okay, this is, again, the motional surround screen. Let's take a look at the synth editor screen. Now I have every parameter that I need to quickly edit any of the sounds in the Integra. Now let's take a look at the 16-channel mixer. Of course, I have 16 channels here, each with its own EQ. So I can play the sound. Of course, I can mix. I can do EQ. Again, 16 separate EQs. Very, very useful. Now, this is where you select the sounds. Now, of course, this may not be set up exactly the way it would be in your studio setup at your house or in a recording studio. It may be somewhere off to the side, and you don't want to go and change the sounds. Go right up next to it to change the sounds, but you can do it all remotely here. So let's say that I go here and I want to choose a piano sound. And so I choose the piano category, and then all of these are the exact piano sounds that are in the unit. Now I don't even need to be near a keyboard or near the Integra to hear the sounds. I could just simply press the preview and it works perfect. Of course, if I'm by the Integra, I could just push the button. But let's say that I wanted to hear a very cool bass sound. I just select the bass category and then select the bass sound. Very, very cool. I could do that with every single sound in this machine. So awesome use of this. Now let's take a look at the expansion boards. Again, all of these expansion boards are already inside of the Integra-7, and it will play 4 at a time. But if we want to load one, you just simply drag it and drop it. Press load, and it's going to load in seconds. So very, very unique and very, very useful. Also, we have brand new SuperNATURAL expansion boards, 6 of them. Ethnic, whirlwind, session, acoustic guitar, sound effects, and brass. Very, very, again, very, very useful. Also, the general MIDI set, which makes it great to play MIDI files and all the other general purpose music that you can get off the internet or, that's standard throughout the whole entire industry. Once again, I'm Scott Tibbs from Roland Corporation, and we're here checking out the Integra-7. If you have any questions on the Integra-7 or any other Roland product, feel free to contact Kraft Music and talk to a product specialist, and they'll be able to answer any questions that you have. Thanks a lot.